Boom shakalaka, the macro markets are looking worse than ever, and why Willy Woo is saying Bitcoin price may never go up again. Stay tuned. What's up everybody, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, we're taking a look at macro markets looking worse than we could have ever expected, plus a lot of charts for Bitcoin, and why Willy Woo thinks that Bitcoin price may never go up again. Before we get into it, guys, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell. Come join us over on Twitter at @TheCryptoLove, where we share some of the best crypto charts every single day. Push the like button. And let's get into it. Today, fear and greed at 20. We never got that pop after yesterday's 6% price gains because today we had an almost 6% price drop. Bitcoin at 18,726, Ethereum at 1282, BNB at 269, XRP 42 cents, Cardano 43 cents, Solana $32, and Dogecoin 5 cents. And as we've been talking about, it doesn't look too good for Bitcoin. Finding support here on the 280 weekly moving averages green line right here. We had a breakout where we were saying, hey, sideways wedge, there's a 50-50 chance we'll go up or down. Well, it turns out we went up and down. We broke above it and then we broke below it right now, sitting just below the 280 weekly moving average. This giant head and shoulders, generally a bearish pattern, could push Bitcoin price all the way down to about $13,000. Now, before we get into the rest of it, today is the last day to take place in the Phemex Lucky Draw 10,000 USDT event. You can click on the link in the description and then check it out for how to enter yourself. Now, the overall market's looking pretty darn terrible. Like, I've never seen this in my life, but I don't think many people have seen this in their lives either, because 70 years of Treasury market total return drawdowns. This is by far the worst across all parts of this curve. That's right. This is the worst in over 70 years. You can see back here in the late 50s, back here in the 80s, it was bad, but never as bad as we're seeing right now. As a matter of fact, we are full on crash mode. Retail traders spent $18 billion buying put option protection last week, a record. They're holding $46 billion worth of index futures net short, a record. Leverage traders are betting on very, very bad things happening very, very soon. You can see here, everybody betting the markets are going to crash, and we have a crash pattern returning in the S&P 500. Seeing some media mentions of this. The S&P 500 dropped at least 0.75% for 5 straight days to a 52-week low, then dropped again. This only happened during the meltdowns in 1932, 1974, 2008, and guess what? Today. Now, making the New York Times headlines, currencies around the world are tumbling except Bitcoin. How about that one? Currencies all over the world going down except Bitcoin. Is Bitcoin actually a hedge against what's going on? Well, possibly. Right now, Bitcoin hodlers appear to be steadfast and unwavering in their convictions. Coins aged 3+ months now account for an all-time high of 86.3% of all wealth held by the Bitcoin supply. Right now, we have an all-time high in the hodl waves. Now, previous hodl waves did correlate with roughly the bottom for Bitcoin. Will this hold true this time? I don't particularly know. If we take a look at Bitcoin log price versus log time, we're once again at the area where we have found support throughout all of Bitcoin's history. The steeper it gets, the longer it takes because it's log time. So it may take a lot longer for price to actually go up. Right now, Bitcoin's selling pressure, if we take a look at the Chaikin money flow, it measures the money flow during a specific period. Last time selling pressure was this high was at 2015 in the bottom of the cycle. All the way back here, the absolute bottom was the last time it was this high. Right now, well, could the bottom already be in? Again, who knows because of all these global things going on. But possible Bitcoin wick-off matching points. We can see here, we have a schematic of wick-off events and phases. And we can see the red, yellow, green. We can see red, yellow, green. Pretty much follows it completely. Well, what happens after the green? Look at where the price goes. Could possibly the price go up from here? It could. Could also go down. Right now, everything looks so similar. It's incredible. With Bitcoin, we have these rising megaphones in price and then a descending megaphone in price and a fake out before starting a new megaphone. Now we had this, and the RSI also at the fake out. RSI goes pretty much sideways, and then we have the bull run. So this happened multiple times before, could be happening once again. If we take a look at the Bitcoin Rainbow Oscillator, shows us bottoms and tops. It detects the start and end of a bull run and the power of a bull run. When we see these dots get closer and closer and closer and closer until boom, takes off. Well, the same thing happened back here, closer until takeoff, closer until takeoff. Well, they're getting pretty darn close right now. Will takeoff happen sometime soon? Maybe, or maybe with log time, it might take a while. Right now, we take a look at the Bitcoin equation of state, the addresses, hash rate, and HODL is the geometric mean of hash rate and addresses with non-zero balance. Practically the foundation of Bitcoin's value. You can see Bitcoin pretty much finds support on this line. We are right at this line right now. Now we have dipped below it a few times. In 2019, we dipped below it. COVID bottom, we dipped below it. Maybe world financial crisis right now of 2022, we dip below it. Which brings us to this, which is a very interesting discussion by Willy Woo. And we can see here, Dummy's Guide to Selling 42 Million Bitcoin. If you're like me, you're like, there's not 42 million Bitcoin, Willy Woo. What are you talking about? Well, he goes on to say, you think I'm kidding, but there's only ever 21 million coins. Yes, you're right. I see. You've read the white paper. Well, modern markets don't care. Arthur Hayes created the first Bitcoin casino that real people use, trading billions per day. Arthur gloriously opened the way for us to sell 10 Bitcoin when we only had 1 Bitcoin. We just needed people to take the other side of our bet. This was kind of an oddest system, he has to admit. At least own Bitcoin before he could sell 10 times more of it. Thus, there was a limit on how much I could sell. I mean, if I had 1 million Bitcoin like Satoshi, I could only sell 10 million Bitcoin and no more. Selling 105 million Bitcoin was theoretically possible if half of the supply was engaged in selling Bitcoin and the other half taking that offer on the BitMEX casino. Kind of gives you an idea of the power of the futures market, right? The door is open for future markets to control Bitcoin price. Now comes the CME. They launched a Bitcoin casino where you could front USD to play. Wall Street hedge funds love that. Where's the limit on selling Bitcoin now? Unlimited. Fiat is unlimited. Bitcoin 0.37 trillion, USDT 22 trillion, USD printed in the last 12 months, $1.1 trillion. Theoretically, shorting power with fiat currency in the system, lots. It's billions in Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin doesn't have to be killed. It just needs enough shorts in the system to suppress the price. Without a large market cap, Bitcoin doesn't get to make a global impact. Presently, the arc of the SEC policy has been to increase futures liquidity and dominance by approving multiple futures ETFs while rejecting all spot ETFs. This is now a political game. What that means is that the Fed could continue to offer futures ETFs for Bitcoin, allowing people to short the Bitcoin price with unlimited fiat currency that could just short the price forever. Now it's a political game. We'll kind of have to see where this ends, but it doesn't sound too good for Bitcoin. Well, we'll kind of just have to see where this thing ends up because there's nothing else you can do now but kind of buckle up and hope to survive. But one parting note for all of you. There's a quote, I don't remember what it's from, Tao Te Ching or maybe Marcus Aurelius, but he says, or she, if you realize you have enough, then you are truly rich. So that's my parting thoughts for today. Thank you for watching. If you did enjoy it, push the like button. Helps out so much. I'll catch you all later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.
If you don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin and then $10 million a coin, you're already a loser.